Here now, Younghoe Koo to get us started. And off we go from Minneapolis. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. This one complete to Bryant. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And he is going to have a Lions first down, able to get 8 on 3rd and 5.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Lions first down. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Gibbs.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Williams in motion. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on fourth down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They send him right out of the slot. Whoa! They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. Back to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
This returnable from inside his own 40. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Oh, what about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play to kick off this drive. 41 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Slot man in motion right. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. 2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken at the 5. We'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. First and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
His drive will start on the ground. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take him down, and in this case, they do it for a loss.
2nd and 11. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Williams in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Slot man in motion left. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. First down throw there is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he's in! Sam Laporta! Touchdown! And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. 3rd and a yard. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 10. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to look downfield once again.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove. They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
It is 3rd and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Minnesota.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
He's got it! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Throwing now from the gun. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after 1st down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game. all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
They'll look to throw here on first down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. And Detroit's going to use their second timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Here's 1st and 10. Just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Lions are in the lead. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll get this ahead for about 3. It was Terrion Arnold there to make the play. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line. He'll work forward for a couple. It was Terrion Arnold there to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and base.
Slot receiver headed right. And a nice defensive play. They're good awareness coming through to make the play in the backfield for a loss of yardage.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Third and long. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Here it is on 4th down. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
So the offense dips into their RPO game, and the key for any defense defending it is everybody has to do their job. In this case, it's a give-read. The running back gets the ball, and the defense makes a great stop on 4th down.
That's caught by Gibbs.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They send him right out of the slot. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
On 3rd down, they go with Gibbs. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. Slot man in motion right. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. That's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Quick throw, taken in. Ooh! And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Murray. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Paid for this?
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. He'll look to throw. That's taken in. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a give on the ground. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Back to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. It is 2nd and a yard. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Slot receiver, headed right. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal. And now he's, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And I believe a Viking was able to get his hands on it. Yes, he was. Minnesota will keep the ball.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
They'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal. And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much, and that should wrap this one up.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on 4th down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Williams in motion. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Williams in motion. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is